I've helped D2C brands generate over $20 million in backend sales using email marketing. After working with 30 plus D2C brands, I've seen so many lose tens of thousands of dollars every single week because they are not doing the right things. They don't know what they're doing wrong. They're using a cookie cutter framework that they got from another agency that did a quick setup for their flows, or they paid a Fiverr freelancer to set things up for them. And they don't understand what the difference is between a strategy that they've bought from a Fiverr freelancer or a setup agency, or a strategy that takes into consideration their brand archetype, their AOV, their SKUs, their purchase behavior, their customer psychology. So in this video, in under 12 minutes, I'm going to walk you through the main strategies that I've used to generate $20 million in sales for e-commerce brands with back-end systems such as email and SMS marketing. And this has worked for all the brands that we've worked with. We have an average increase of 87% in the first 30 days of going live with our systems. So if you don't know what you're doing with your email marketing, or you know it could be better, or you've seen people doing better, then watch the rest of this video so you can use these strategies for yourself. All right, so before we jump into the $20 million worth of email strategies in under 12 minutes, you need to know the mistakes that most brands are making. And so the three biggest ones that I keep coming across is that people are looking at surface level metrics and generic segmentation when they have the potential to do more with their list. They're also looking at an over reliance of discounts. We're finding that most brands cannot generate consistent sales from their campaign emails or even some of their flow emails. Flows are a little different, but specifically with campaigns, people are having a hard time getting people to convert when they aren't running a sale. And this is due to an over reliance on discounts, which I'll go through. And they're just neglecting the back end of their entire brand in general. You're spending so much money on acquisition and you're not thinking about how to get people to convert better, how to get people to join your list and convert there, how to get them to spend more money with you on their first order, and how to get them to come back more often. And this can all happen without increasing your current amount of traffic to your website. So let's dive into the first couple of issues here. Surface level metrics, generic segmentation. The whole approach for brands that are actually scaled, the 30, 60, 90-day engagement segments, the same message to the entire list, no behavioral data being used, that is just not a winning strategy anymore. If you're a brand under, a couple $100,000 a month, then yes, hit your 30-day engaged segment. If you go 60, 90, 120, break it down so there's no overlap so that you can see who's actually opening and clicking your emails. If you do 30, 60, 90 days with no overlap, so 0 to 30, 31 to 60, 61 to 90, and then you send to, all three of those with one campaign, you can go to audience breakdown in Klaviyo, you can see who's actually opening the email. What you're going to find is that most people outside of your 30-day window are not going to be opening, are not going to be clicking, and are not really going to be buying. So you need to have a different strategy. Send your 30-day engaged list, but you need to be basing things off of SKUs and AOVs and what they've done in the past as far as shopping on your website. Are they a non-buyer, first-time buyer, second-time buyer? Do they have cross-sell opportunities? Are you finding that when people buy this product, they buy this next product, or they buy this certain product next? Can you push those offers to them? And you need to have different offers. I'll go into this a little more detail when I go to the strategies, but a client example here, they were just basically leaving $100,000 in profitable sales on the table every single month because they were not sending enough campaigns, nor were their flows relevant enough as far as their segmentation. So people are just receiving really, really generic messages. The next thing is an over reliance on discounts. Flash sale, flash sale, flash sale, 30% off this, 40% off that. You are training your customers to only buy from your brand when you send an offer email. When you're doing this, people aren't going to buy from your educational based emails because you don't have the right strategy in place. You need to be mixing in content. You need to be mixing in value content, educational content, nurturing content, reviews, social proof, but you can mix them in with offers. I am not against discounts whatsoever. And most of our successful campaigns are with discounts, but they're not flash sale discounts or always on discounts. They're offers, not discounts. The difference between an offer and a discount is wildly different. If you are, really heavy into the brand and dropshipping space, or you're a real brand and you understand front end offers and back end offers, that'll make sense to you how a discount is not the same as an offer. Maybe if you're coming from an affiliate marketing background as well, you'll kind of get that. But for most of these brands, they do not understand that and they're having a hard time. You're having a hard time distinguishing between discounts and offers, and you're just not running them properly, and you're running the same thing to everybody. So you need to be making sure that your audience will buy from you when you're not giving discounts, and you can do that by mixing in content and bundle offers or AOV boosting offers or LTV plays, not just relying on flash sales. And the last thing is like the overall problem people are facing, neglecting the back-end system. Brands are hyper-focused on acquiring new customers to ads but they're completely ignoring the gold mine. You already have a customer list. You already have traffic. You are just not converting it enough. 98% of those people, maybe 99% of those people bounce off your website. You're so focused on it, but you're not getting them activated enough by getting them through that first purchase with your flows because the content's not relevant enough, or that retention logo there, the icon's a little messed up there, but you're basically neglecting the fact that when they do buy, you need to get them to come back and buy from you again. That is basically free money. That is where the profit is made in the back end system as far as the LTV play. You get a sale to acquire a customer. You don't get a customer to acquire a sale. If you get a sale to acquire a customer, you have a customer, you can get them to buy from you over and over again. If you have a great product, but almost no email flows, no welcome series to build a relationship, no post-purchase journey to boost your LTV, no win-back flows to reactivate customers when they're starting to get unengaged and keep them in that 30-day window, you are letting customers walk out the door and you're missing so much opportunity, hundreds of thousands of dollars. Most of the time, if you're a brand over 250K, potentially $1 million a year. It's ridiculous. So the 5 pillars of a $20 million email strategy: pop-up strategy, email flows, campaign strategy, segmentation, deliverability. That's what we're going to talk about. So the pop-up strategy, collect some data. It is 2025. People are not against, hey, what are you shopping for? Tops, bottoms, accessories. Ask that question. It's a micro commitment. It's going to actually help your pop-up convert better. Make sure you use Alia. Shout out to Alia boys, Sean and Corey. They're great. Their pop-up software simply works the best. You can also do educational flows and learning stuff, but I keep that for a different day. Ask a question, get the email. Just let them click what they're interested in, and then you can use that data in your flow. So your welcome flow is going to be personalized. If they did tops, show tops, discount on tops, or bottoms or accessories. You need to be personalizing your strategy from the start with your pop-up, and it all starts there. This is also going to increase your list growth, so you can actually start sending to more and more people that are engaged because they came through a proper pop-up strategy. Number 2, email flows. The 4 critical mistakes costing you thousands of dollars are: your flows are too short. 2 emails in your welcome series is not enough. Of course, your first and second one are going to be the most revenue generating, but that's simply not enough, especially if you have the data to market to them and you know what they're shopping for. You need to use it. Keep your emails. I just dropped a short on this, but keep your emails, that first email, very offer focused, short, sweet. Give them the code, no friction. Code should be on the pop-up anyway, but give them that offer and that code in that first email, and then mix in content, offer content, bundle offer, AOV offer, those kind of things. Number 2 is your copy so boring. You send the same message to the same person, no matter what email they're receiving from you. It's like, hey, this is who we are. We have free shipping. No one cares. Everybody says those same things, and your tone, it's not even the tone. It's just the actual messaging. The copy sucks. For most brands that I audit, it's just completely horrible. Each email needs different angles, needs different values, needs to be objection handling, needs to be actually using copywriting and marketing principles. If you haven't read Breakthrough Advertising, go read that so you understand how to actually speak about your product, not just hoping someone sells by, coming across the email that says, hey, welcome to my brand. You're using a one-size-fits-all strategy. That's number 3. VIP customers should not be receiving the same messages or the same offers as people who have not purchased from you, or you should be segmenting based on your cart value, based on the purchase history, based on the SKU that they bought, based on the SKUs that they said they were interested in. This all changes your flow conversion rates when you actually relevance map your flow. We keep talking about that in all of my videos. Relevance map your flows. Relevant content actually converts way better than generic content. Don't be lazy. Actually plan it out. And then you're just missing profitable moments. Post-purchase is pure gold. When you have, do you know your repeat window? Do you know your repeat purchase window? If you don't know your repeat purchase window, how are you supposed to make sure that people are primed when it comes to day 27 when 80% of people buy a second time? So you need to be setting up for the next purchase. That is super, super important. Campaign strategy. Talked about this a little bit. Mix in content offers, send value and brand building, share your brand story, your mission behind the scenes, social proof. So show bestsellers and top customer reviews, but frame them as stories. Urgency to drive immediate sales with time-sensitive offers, not discounts, offers. Product focus, launch new products, highlight collections. Most of you brands out there are not launching enough products. I know there's so many guys out there that run constant sales and neglect the fact that they should just be dropping new collections or dropping new colorways or products. And then you need to be maximizing plain text. Plain text routinely work almost more than design emails for us. And so you need to be doing this super, super heavily. The great part is in this strategy, one of these emails, all of these emails can have offers in them. So this isn't just sending education. Obviously we are super direct response, aggressive, and a lot of our emails, and you need to push offers in those sometimes. So if it's a non-buyer in their first 30 days, push the best offer that you could possibly push to them, but do it elegantly and mix in your content strategy with offers and brand building and urgency and product focus and plain text stories. Bring the authenticity in, and you're going to generate a lot of sales. Segmentation. Again, I talked about this earlier. Outside of the normal engagement segments, again, it's not wrong. And if you're a smaller brand, you need to be focusing on 30-day engage anyway and get your frequency up. But when you are a bigger brand, you have VIP customers that repeat buy. If they're on subscription, don't talk to them. But if they're not, get them on subscription. If they're constantly buying big orders, make sure when you drop a product, you talk to your VIPs a little differently. Your engagement windows, which is on the left-hand side, like your 30-day, your post-purchase 7-day, those kind of things. Your AOV-based routing. If someone is, their cart value is really high and they abandon it, maybe we can send them something. SKU interest targeting. What did they say they were interested in? What are they shopping for? Tops, bottoms, accessories, sunglasses, hats, hoodies, anything like that. Send them relevant content. Post and then purchase behavior patterns. First-time buyers, second-time buyers, VIP customers, non-buyers. Send these people different offers, different messaging. That is going to convert instantaneously, faster, better, generate higher profits for you, and then just sending the same thing to everybody. Number 5, again, the unsexy foundations of this. Most of you people talk about unsubscribes like you're scared to ever send an email because you want a big list, but a big list means nothing if it's got low engagement, lands in spam, and simply just doesn't convert. None of these matter. Like none of this stuff matters that I just talked about if you're landing in the spam folder. So regularly clean your list from unengaged subscribers by using a sunset flow and by cleaning it. Monitor your sending reputation and engagement. Make sure your DNS is set up properly. If you need help with the deliverability guide, I have one of those. It's fat. It's got everything you need in it. Just shoot me a message or drop a comment below. Send to smaller segments when needed to increase your deliverability. The more you get more revenue from fewer subscribers when you do this, and the subscriber count doesn't matter. If you have a large list of unengaged people versus 25K like list, half the size, you're just going to generate more sales because a small portion of those people are going to be buying from you anyway, and you need to be maximizing that. So if this was helpful, first link in the description. That was hopefully under 12 minutes. Looks like we're 11:15, right under 12 minutes. Get this guide. This isn't the guide, but get a guide in the link in the description. 108-page campaign strategy guide. This is the most helpful thing for you. If you are spending an hour or two on your email marketing, if you have an hour or two a week on your email marketing, get this campaign guide. It's in the top link in the description. It's everything you need to know about campaign emails. You can basically just implement this and generate 15, 20% of your revenue every single month from your campaign emails if you're sending enough volume. So go ahead and download that. And then if you want us to do this for you, or if you just want to talk about, I think I'm leaving a lot of money on the table, I don't really understand where we could go from here, I think we've topped it out, go and book a 90-day sprint audit call. We're going to do a complete deep dive into your current email strategies, the opportunities there, and your actual backend system from your on-page SEO, your on-page CRO, your abandoned cart drawer, your upsells, your journey, your customer journey. We're going to relevance map for you. We can think about that. It's a 90-day sprint is what we do. So it's rapid implementation, basically building this backend system completely done for you. But this is a no strings attached audit call. The worst that can happen is that you walk away knowing where the opportunity is, how much money you're leaving on the table, and where you could go from there. Basically, our team is going to do this, me and the team, and we're going to look at this. So if you want to book in a call, go ahead and do that. And then, if you have any questions, I appreciate you. Just go ahead and subscribe for more videos about email marketing strategies, e-commerce strategies. We're maybe doing some funnel breakdowns here soon. We just started running apps for some clients and doing some on-page CRO and the product page section, the hero sections, the abandoned cart drawer, one-click upsells, downsells, full relevance map strategies. Really, really in-depth stuff. So I'm going to be sharing a lot more of this. So go ahead and drop a subscribe, drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see and if this was helpful. And then make sure you download your guide. It's completely free. It's going to sign you up to my newsletter, and you're going to get 3 weekly emails that have more sauce than this right here. So go ahead and sign up, and you're going to get that guide and a bunch of emails that teach you a bunch about email marketing. So appreciate you guys. Take care. See you in the next video.